And welcome to Just for Clicks, guys. This is Michael Buckheist, and this is a little bit of live, raw, and uncut sports talk here on this, Wednesday morning? Wednesday morning, guys. Hump Day is here. And, no, it's Thursday, y'all. Oh, my Lord, where has my mind gone? It is Thursday, and it's past Hump Day. This is the most productive work day of the week, I do believe, because you're finally out of that midweek groove or that early week groove, and you are ready just to cut it up and just have a grand old time on this Thursday. Well, like I said, hope everybody's having a great morning so far, and I'm just going to give you guys some quick predictions of how the Big 12 football season is going to end, like the final rankings, the final 1 through 10. So basically, I'm just going to start right at the bottom, and we finishing at number 10 is going to be the Kansas Jayhawks. They might get one, maybe two non-conference wins this season, but their Big 12 woes are going to continue. I think they have one Big 12 10 win in the last 10 or 11 years. KU is just not a good football school. I don't know how they can right that ship, and quite frankly, I ain't mad about it. I have a lot of friends that are KU fans, and the year that they won the Orange Bowl and they beat my Kansas State Wildcats, I was getting a lot of flack for it, and I'm a humble fan. I keep my trash talking to myself, I guess, like I could say. And you know what? Give it to him for another 10 years. I would not be mad about that one bit. Coming in at number 9, I got to go with West Virginia. West Virginia has kind of fallen off the map the last couple years. They do have a new coach. This is his first year. His name's slipping my mind. And they have a pretty tough non-conference schedule. They play Missouri. And the two teams are kind of slipping my mind right now. Sorry, they have a pretty tough non-conference schedule, I should say. And of course, the good thing about the Big 12 is they play everybody. So they got to play Oklahoma. They got to play Texas. They got to play Iowa State. They got to play my Kansas State Wildcats. They got to play Baylor. They're going to have another stumbling year, maybe 3 wins this season. Hopefully they don't hit the panic button too early and let their new coach kind of work in their system a little bit there. Coming in at number 8, I got to go with Texas Tech. The high rate offense. Everybody's got a high rate offense now. Their defense is just horrible, and I just think they will finish at the bottom, or at number 8 on the very tough Big 12 team, or very tough Big 12 conference this season. Damn, I'm losing my words today. At number 7, I got to go with the Baylor Bears. I don't know a lot about Baylor, but watching the Big 12 Media Day, they are pretty excited about their backup quarterback. That throws a little red flag to me. Why are you more excited about your backup quarterback than your actual quarterback? But it is what it is. So they're going to finish number 7 this year. Number 5, I got to go with the TCU Horned Frogs. Ever since that year where it was Texas, TCU, and Oklahoma, all were like 12-1 or 11-1. They really haven't done a lot. And Steve Bennett, former K-State assistant head coach, is their head coach down there, and he's turning things around. So I would not be surprised if they finish higher. But right now, I got them finishing right in the middle of the pack. Then at number 5 here, I got to go with my Kansas State Wildcats. I like what they did last year. Kind of surprised me of like how well they did finish. I thought it was going to be a pretty a pretty mediocre, pretty bad season turned out to be half okay. They got the first year, or not a first year head coach, but a first year in Manhattan coach from North Dakota State. He did great things there. So do not expect too much of him this year, but I do think they pull off some upset wins, sneaking into that number 5, into that number 5 final ranking right there in the middle of the pack. And, they probably finish 6-6, maybe 7-5 if some things fall right. Number 4, I got to go with Iowa State. I am very high on Iowa State, but the way the tiebreakers work and whatnot, I'm going to take that back. I gotta take that back because Iowa State, I believe, plays Texas and Oklahoma both at home. That alone is going to catapult them up. So number 4, I got to go with Oklahoma State. Mike Gundy, he is a pretty damn good coach. Over there. Oklahoma State is going to be battling for the Big 12 championship, but they play Oklahoma on the road and play Texas on the road this year. That's tough, man. That's tough. So number 3, I got to go with Texas. I think they lose to Iowa State on the road, giving Iowa State that tiebreaker to slide into second place, and just the way the tiebreakers work. All these top 4 teams will probably finish with 1 loss. Maybe Oklahoma State might have 2 losses, but that's going to be a stretch. And then number 1, with the addition of Jalen Hurts, I got to go with Oklahoma. If you are not picking Oklahoma to win the Big 12 championship game this season, you are probably a Texas fan, to be honest. For a little while there, I did have Iowa State up there. I thought maybe Iowa State could pull off an upset versus Oklahoma, but I don't see them beating Texas and Oklahoma in the same year. I just don't see that happening. And then Kansas State always plays Iowa State really, really tough. There's a kind of a little bit of a rivalry brewing there, and so let's say Iowa State happens to beat Oklahoma and Texas, they're going to come riding in on that high wave, and K-State's going to cut them off at the knees and give them a loss anyways. So that's why I have Oklahoma winning the Big 12. Number 2 is going to be Iowa State. Number 3 is going to be Texas. 4 is Oklahoma State. Number 5 is going to be my Kansas State Wildcats. Number 6, I got Baylor. And then I have Texas Tech, West Virginia, and KU. We will go more in depth into the Big 12 here in the next few weeks. Just want to get my rankings out for you guys. Tomorrow we'll look at the SEC. So join us tomorrow, guys. A little short show today, kind of just off the top of the dome. Which that is how I do it here with Just for Clicks. Not a lot of planning out goes along in this show. So join us tomorrow, same time, same location. Join me this afternoon as we break down the Denver Broncos schedule as we stay there in the AFC East, right? East, whatever. So yeah, Denver Broncos this afternoon, right around 3:15, 3:30. So see you guys then.